see what makes sense.
Sorry, sir.
They're not going to be able to do it unless you just
All right, folks, we are 9:42, standing by. Believe it'll be official now. Word has gotten out that they apparently have found the fugitive and found him deceased. We are right now at City Hall, Lewiston, where we were this afternoon, where we were this morning, where we've been for these press briefings. Again, good evening, everybody. It is Juan. Share that you're watching. It's this nightmare started Wednesday night. It is Friday night. We'll get the details. But by all accounts, they have found the fugitive. We're going to bring you the press briefing just like we did the other one. Thank you, Robin, Team Juan members. So, folks, we are standing by. It's going to be a couple of minutes, but you can hear everything going on in the room. It's obviously going to be a huge sigh of relief here for everyone that's going through this. And really, really remarkable. It's still, obviously, it's been, there's Jane Rice. It's still something for all the people here. I'm going to guess that that note that he left, we'll see what they share on that. Where he left, they found a note that he left for his son, apparently. But everything that has gone into this, everything that they have been going through, thank you, everybody. No, I believe they're going to announce he has been found deceased. Otherwise, we'd say he was captured. So, they are not announcing that he has been captured. They're announcing that he has been found. So, it's very tight here in the City Hall. And again, we were here earlier this morning, 10 o'clock. We saw the water dives. We'll get the details. But it's going to be a huge sigh of relief for people of Lewiston. Now, again, folks, they still have to mourn everything that has happened with all the victims. If you missed it, we will have them all posted. Everything that the press conferences earlier. But huge, huge sigh of relief. We'll get all the details, but again, it's being reported that apparently they have found him, and I believe I'm hearing that he was found deceased. So, and it sounds like they found him on land. So when we were here at 5 o'clock, when we were here at 5 o'clock, you could tell that they were announcing that, yes, they were announcing that they were wrapping up the search, but I think we'll get some details. Now, what's also interesting to hear is there's been reports that they found a weapon in a weapon in the vehicle that they found, and that was out by the Lisbon boat ramp where we were earlier today. So I'm not saying they couldn't have had another weapon. We'll see what details they release. I would imagine this is still a full investigation. Folks, thank you for the stars on this Friday night. As you know, we signed on. We were here at 10 o'clock this morning. 10 o'clock this morning, and then we were out at the search. There was some stop and starts. They certainly have been turning everything. Yep, that's exactly right, folks. Remember, share that you're watching. You can type in someone's name. I want to thank Team One, all our subscribers. It's been a very long day. Hit the road at 5 a.m. We were here for the 10 o'clock presser. We were there for, it was a false alarm of a gunshot. Turned out to be false. Then we saw the water searches. And then they had the press briefing tonight at 5 o'clock. So 2-day manhunt. Again, this happened Wednesday night. 18 dead, 13 injured. The town shaken. And tonight, we're going to find out, but in many ways, maybe they wanted to get him alive, but
Yeah, I'm just going to do my thing so I don't block them. I'm sorry? Okay. Would I block your shot if I shot? Oh, yeah.
hold on.
It's chaos.
That's all right. Can I hold your seat?
Of course.
Oh, okay. All right, folks. Again, very, very chaotic here, as you can imagine. But they're going to be starting. Thank you for all the stars. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, that's right. It's exactly right, Deanne. Folks, again, we are 12 minutes out. I think they're going to start this right at, thank you, David. I think they're going to start this right at 10 o'clock. And they want to get back. And they can have hunting season tomorrow. Again, yes, thank you, Elizabeth Flynn. Folks, again, now tomorrow, we're going to wait to what they're going to see. We'll wait what they're going to say. Can show you, I want to show you behind me all the cameras, just to give you an idea.
Do I have to read the reminder again?
I would love if you read the reminder again.
Okay, hold on. For the consideration of the death victims and their families, we are requesting that the ASL interpreter is in all frames. This is she. For language access here in Maine and throughout the United States. They are grieving.
Folks, again, it is one. We're just 10 minutes out now. 10 minutes out.
So thank you very much. No. I will say this. I did hear from 3 people that this one particular station did not cover her. 3 in the world of everything, but just heads up.
Folks, I just want to show you the bank of cameras
I can't tell.
that is behind me, all the networks, as you can imagine.
Yeah, mine. I think it's everyone.
CNN, ABC, everyone.
Do you have on a chair or were you just standing? Okay.
Test 1. Test 2.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
Test 3. What
Thank
time
you for
is
the
it?
stars, Ray Kelly. Thank you,
Way
everybody.
too high? It might be me. No? I don't know what to do if it's way too high. Where's Jimmy? Someone have the time? 9:15? 9:50. Is that too
Folks,
loud?
again,
Test 1?
Yes,
Test 2?
way too loud.
Test
Folks, it's
3?
9:51. I want to thank David and Ann and Robin, everybody members of Team One. Folks, we are standing by, but by all accounts, it would seem that they have located the fugitive. We're hearing that apparently he died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, but we're going to let them announce it. Folks, if you appreciate the on-the-scene live stream coverage, you could send 200 stars, 500 stars, help us towards that October goal. I'm looking at it. We're at 85% for that October goal. Thank you, Patty McMahon.
Is that better? It's not better?
No, everybody's complaining.
Not with the big box?
I don't know what's getting around here.
It's mic level.
Mic level, test 1, test 2.
Hey guys, those remote boxes have to be powered up. I powered them off before I left. So there's 2 power buttons on the remote boxes.
Oh, there's Jimmy.
Yeah. No, they're not my remote boxes, but I'm
They're not. Yeah.
For our ASL interpreter, can she be even with the speaker? Because otherwise, sometimes her hand covers the face.
Did you hear that? Does it sound 950?
Just even with the. If you're in front of the speaker, then the. Okay.
We set? Are we good?
Folks, again, we are standing by. We're 8 minutes
Test
away.
1,
It's
test
really
2,
cramped, hot,
test-
crowded.
Still test down.
Her feet. With her feet.
I believe
You're in
so.
the shot.
Thank
Don't worry,
you.
You're in the shot.
Thank you,
I'm not trying to
Jane.
get you out of the shot. It's just your hand.
Just see.
Could you just
Test 1.
move the chair 6
test
inches
2,
this way? Just 6 inches.
Test 3.
Perfect.
Okay? No? Sorry. Test 1.
All right, folks, again,
Test 2.
thank you, everybody.
Test 3.
There's Brenda Lees. Brenda last night
Test
saying,
4.
Juan, where are you?
We're
I was
good?
monitoring the news up here.
No. 10, 9, 8,
Folks, and then I was
6,
with some of the people that were still searching
4,
earlier,
3,
and so
2,
still going on
1.
full adrenaline.
10. Better? No?
I'll share with you just as I was about to, thank you, Brenda Lees. You can always send me a message.
10.
Folks, 9:53. He's been located and he's deceased. Folks, I was just about to take a shower, and then all of a sudden we got word to come back here to City Hall. So again, folks, you're watching our live coverage. Thank you, Mary Ellen. Make sure you subscribe, folks. Thank you to all our subscribers. You guys make it work.
It's not as bad as it was.
Well, everything's fine.
Sorry. 950. 954. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Folks, total chaos.
5, 4,
One on the scene live stream.
2, 1. Countdown again. 10, 10, 9, 8, 10. Okay, yeah, just a second. 10, 9, 8, 7, A, B, C,
so it's not working for
D. It's not working. 10, 9, 10. What's that?
Oh, I know. Wow, it's been a long, and this is tough. I mean,
A, B,
the amount of networks that are here and the cameras. Folks, I'm going to show you one more time. Look at this bank of cameras that is right over Juan's left shoulder. Right over on the scene live stream.
Okay.
Remember, you can type in someone's name. That woman has been going nonstop since Wednesday night. All right, folks, now we are 5 minutes out. Thank you for everybody. It's been, I want to thank again Team One members. I thought last night, we're going to go up. 4 minutes out. 4 minutes out. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Aaron Brown. Folks, always, it's good drills for the team. Tried out a new mic earlier. Notice everything stayed powered up. Didn't have a problem with that. Didn't have a problem with energy. I think we're going to start to do more of this when we have these, make it a little more New England. Been hearing from a lot of the Boston people, they like it. People in Maine like it. Oh, by the way, folks, just a short time ago, I met 2 Maine State Police, huge fans of Cranston PD Live. Just saw them outside. Somebody type that in, and we'll have to share that with Commander Padalano. Huge fans. Just as I was coming up, one of them said, "Whoa, aren't you supposed to be riding around tonight?" Thank you, David Sammartino. Folks, Cranston PD Live returns next Friday. By the way, we did have a terrible accident in Cranston tonight, Atwood Avenue. Oof, terrible. I know. They have been. Terrible pressure. Unimaginable. Folks, this happened Wednesday. These people have not slept. It has been a full-fledged nightmare. And they still have a long way to go between bowling alley was still blocked off, the bar was still blocked off. Thank you to Robin, everybody. Folks, we have been on the road since 5 a.m. and tracking this. Now, many of you may remember Wednesday night. That is not true, Arthur. They absolutely do. We get shout-outs all the time. All right, well, there's a former listener, a follower. Yes.
Should I pull up now? You're saying?
Folks, we are just 2 minutes out. 2 minutes out. Thank you, Robin.
You have it open now, please?
Yeah.
Check
He said it was 20
Mic's open.
That's right, Anthony. Oh, wow.
Sam's going to be right
Thank
back
you.
with the TV. Or
Yep,
battery.
that is exactly right, David.
Anybody have a spare FBI cable? Oh, you do? Oh. See, Marvin comes back. Marvin comes back, by the way. Get a courtesy. Can I borrow a hot sister?
I have to run to get it in.
Oh, no, please, no. It's not- No, yeah, it's okay. It's a backup thing. No problem. Thank you.
Right, folks, we are, you'll see as soon as they walk in. Yes. We'll find out exactly where. I'm very curious to hear some of the details.
Jeff, her mic level is
Plastic.
That's covered. Yes. Yeah. We'll wait and hear all the details, or we'll see what they're going to share. I think it's still.
Lewiston City Hall, as you mentioned, we're waiting for a press conference to start any minute now. We were notified about this press conference about an hour ago, and as you mentioned, the sheriff's office did confirm that the shooting suspect, 40-year-old Robert Carr, has been found dead. We are waiting for officials to confirm some more information, but sources tell ABC News Carr died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. This comes just hours after a shelter-in-place here was lifted. Again, we are waiting for officials to come and give us an update. Still over there, Jim. I never took it back. because I blocked the shot, but we are expecting an update any minute now. We were told this would happen at 10 o'clock. And again, this is right inside of Police Hall. Chief officials should be giving us an update soon.
Jeffrey. Okay, no problem. I got it.
Folks, we are standing by right here, City Hall, City of Lewiston. Anxious to see their feel when they come into the room. Because as much as it's a relief, they still have the aftermath. They have the victims. They have, this area is going to go through a lot of grief. They just identified the victims this afternoon. And then, yep. And then we're going to have, here, the media will start to depart tomorrow, but then they're going to have to go through all the funerals and everything else. So, again, we are standing by this much anticipated press briefing. I'll tell you, folks, they were looking into Canada. You saw earlier today, as we showed you the water searches, but we're anxious to hear exactly where they found him, what was the circumstance. And folks, again, just to give you an idea, this whole area has been, everyone, school has been canceled, as we've told you. Keep in mind the shelter in place was just lifted at the 5 o'clock press briefing. This whole area has, as we've been around, has been resembling almost a ghost town. Yes. So, I think it's a relief, but it's certainly not. I don't think you're going to see a celebration simply because you still have the victims.
Well, it's sprawling. There's you hear from other countries as well. Obviously, this is a huge national story that's going on, and I'm starting to see some people who live in this community. There's a sense of relief. There's a sense of because people here have been living in fear. Jamie and Monica, it's one thing to be grappling with the loss of loved ones and community members and to have this.
Folks, right now it's 10:04.
But, to be going for 2 days and not having a suspect in custody, there's been just a sense of fear.
In many ways.
Been a little on edge. I'm seeing the superintendent of Lewiston Public Schools posting on X, a wave of relief just ran over me, a big step toward healing, and everybody who'd been searching in such dangerous conditions can go home safe to their families. More work to do, but this means so much. Talking about not only first responders, but community members. Being out and about in the community today, there were Lewiston residents who were dropping off pizzas to our loud shop locations. There were people bringing us waters. Despite living in this sense of fear and being told, you really shouldn't leave your home, there were still people who were going above and beyond to spread kindness and acts of kindness after this horrible tragedy that happened.
Now, folks, this is one of the local reporters is breaking this. He's reporting he was found inside a dumpster at Maine Recycling, a place he used to work. Officials tell that's Connor Clement, died by a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Again, he's reporting he was found inside a dumpster at Maine Recycling. Yep. That's interesting when they may have checked that. Absolutely it will. So let's see. Maine Recycling. I want to see where that is from where we are. Right, that's not far from. It's in Lisbon. So here is, folks, you can see there's Maine Recycling right in Lisbon, and notice it's along the river. So it sounds like he may have walked over there. It's not that far from where the searches were today. Yep.
Do you have like a 2-minute warning or
So we were by the water today, and then they're saying he was found, good evening, Linda, at Maine Recycling Corporation, where apparently he used to work.
2-minute warning. Andy, it might be 5.
Okay, this phone went off.
Now, folks, it is interesting if, in fact, when they may have searched where he had worked before. Be very curious to hear that. So again, folks, 10:08. It is Juan. We're waiting for this live briefing. And I want to give credit to the local reporter. I think those are some of the council people coming in. This is live at Lewiston City Hall. But I'll give him credit. Connor Clement. He's the one reporting that he was found inside the recycling. Self-inflicted gunshot wound inside a dumpster. Same clothes he had on during the shooting on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yep, folks, we'll see. Maybe we'll take a ride out there. Maybe not. Let's see how long this goes. Folks, 10:10, we're standing by. No, I am not. Thank you for the stars, everybody. No. Too tired. And if anything, we were ready for the search for tomorrow. I believe these are the council people here. But I think they're going to have to mute some of the happiness, so to speak. Simply because you still have a massive tragedy on your hands. Folks, remember, you can type in someone's name. It should notify them. Yes.
Well, Martha, as There is the sign language interpreter here, and several of the victims themselves were deaf. So it's important that their families are able to comprehend what's going on and get accurate information right from the source. But as you mentioned, this whole community has really been thrown off. But we've been seeing so many acts of kindness, people coming together and putting up signs for local businesses, people being there for one another. And the city's actually coming up with a victim center that will open tomorrow for victims and their families to go so they can be there together. Members of the FBI will be there as well. And as you mentioned, this press conference has not yet started, but
That's right, Jonna. And we're going to do just that.
some official names here. Just waiting any minute for an update from them. We know that this
I was. Thank you, everybody. Right, so they have heavily armed guards outside where he was found at the recycling center. I'm going to give credit to NBC Boston. Got someone over there. Folks, this is guards are standing by outside where the body was found. That's Maine recycling. Maine recycling. Where he was found in a dumpster, self-inflicted wound, same clothes as Wednesday. So he may have been there the whole time. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the stars. Yes, Susan.
All right, we can hear you. We're right on TV now. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you, Mary Ellen. They're right behind me. Folks, again, if you appreciate the coverage, I know it's impossible to thank us, but you could send stars, help us towards our October goal. I feel fine. Very welcome. Thank you, Nicole. Local Business Spotlight. Mom Prep. All right, folks, we are standing by. Again, we have a room full of people that are also live microphones, so we're not going to talk in our Big John Bina voice or Jeff Charles voice. Less than 1 minute. Okay, and here they're coming in. Oh, folks, that's the governor. That's the governor of Maine right there. Folks, that is Governor of Maine. Very emotional time, as you can imagine.
Thank you very much for coming.
What they have been through.
Thank on your short notice. I stand here tonight to simply report that the Maine State Police have located the body of Robert Carr in Lisbon. He is dead. I've called President Biden to inform him about this news. I've informed Senator King, Senator Collins, Representative Pingree, and Representative Golden. Commissioner Sawchuk will describe the circumstances of that discovery in some detail in a few moments. But this discovery is entirely thanks to the hundreds of local, county, state, and federal law enforcement members from all over, and people from other states as well. People who searched tirelessly to arrive at this moment. And on behalf of all Maine people, I want to express my profound gratitude for their unwavering bravery and determination and fortitude, and for the leadership of Lewiston Police Chief. Yeah, that guy. Lewiston Police Chief. Like many people, I'm breathing a sigh of relief tonight, knowing that Robert Card is no longer a threat to anyone. I know there are some people, and many people, who share that sentiment, but I also know that his death may not bring solace to many. But now is the time to heal. And with this search concluded, I know that law enforcement continues to fully investigate all the facts so we can bring what closure we can to the victims and their families. And I ask that all Maine people continue to keep those families and all of the people impacted by this tragedy in their thoughts and prayers. Lewiston is a special place. This isn't us. Lewiston is a great place. It's a close-knit community of fine people, people with a long history, a history of hard work, of persistence, of faith, of opening its big heart to people everywhere. And tonight, the city of Lewiston and the state of Maine begin to move forward on what will be a long and difficult road to healing, but we will heal together. Thank you. And again, my deepest gratitude. Gratitude of all the people in the state of Maine, to these wonderful members of law enforcement who came from all over to help us solve this crime and put closure on this investigation. Robert Card is dead. Now I'm going to turn it over to Commissioner Sawchuk.
Thank you very much, Governor. We truly do appreciate all of your support. I think it's incredibly important that the next person that speaks this evening is Lewiston's chief law enforcement champion, and that is Dave St. Pierre. Dave.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Governor, for allowing me this opportunity. Bear with me, please. I certainly did not have much time to prepare a speech here. I want to say to everybody, thank you so much. Our community can now breathe a sigh of relief, as the Governor stated, and I can't echo that enough. Our work, again, is not done here. I was very elated tonight when I got the call from Commissioner Sawchuk advising me of the revelation of what took place and that Mr. Card is deceased and no longer a threat to our community or any other community. I just don't want to forget the families that are grieving and will continue to grieve. I don't want to forget the law enforcement officials that have worked tirelessly throughout this whole event to come to a good conclusion. Our men and women of the Lewiston Police Department, of all of our surrounding agencies. We have with us Chief McGee here from Lisbon, where Mr. Card was found. This is vitally important to all of us that this conclusion came to light tonight. We're gonna grieve for the families that lost loved ones here. We're gonna continue to work. We're gonna persevere. And we become better people for it in terms of working together as teams. We've learned a lot from some mistakes. We've won a lot of accomplishments this evening. Again, I wasn't really prepared for this on a Friday night at 10:30, but I'm very happy to be here and very happy to say the threat is over. Thank you.
Just a reaction from your officers when they got the news, sir, of this. You know, your officers have been working this case in this community.
Sure. So our officers are being notified now as we speak. Some know, obviously, sooner than others. There are many that are still home. They're home with their families. And I'm quite certain at this point in time, we all know about this. This is something that all of our law enforcement personnel, ours and any surrounding community, has been paying very close attention to in awaiting positive news or good news. And this is by far the best news we've had in quite some time.
Thank you.
Was there any belief at this time that the suspect was dead before finding him, or did this come as a brand new revelation that you've never saw coming before this?
So our reality here is that the search has been extensive, it's been thorough, it's been nonstop since the minute we started speaking with you and long before that. So all of these options are on the table, as we knew. We continue to search locations, in some cases multiple times, and we will have more information about exactly how this went down. We're going to have another briefing tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and I would please encourage you to think about next steps from your end, information that you would find important. I will say that this is not going to be a long Q&A this evening. We wanted to make sure that we got this information out as fast as possible and as responsible as possible. What I mean by that is that the time between the notification of the press release and now wasn't a lot of details there. There wasn't a lot of details there because we wanted to talk to the victims' families. We wanted to say this is coming. It's important that they heard that information as close to first as anybody else. And you know who else we called? Was the family of the suspect. And they lost a loved one in this scenario. And there were many of that family that was very cooperative with us throughout. So they deserve that phone call. So we had those conversations tonight before joining you here. We also got a chance to spend some time with the brothers and sisters of law enforcement and our public safety partners that have been so incredibly helpful over the last few days, to say the least.
And did you have the reaction from the families, sir?
So right here, sir.
Where exactly did you find him, and when exactly did you find him?
So at 7:45 this evening is when Mr. Card was located. I won't give you an exact address. It was near the river along Androscoggin in Lisbon Falls was the actual location. Ma'am, did you
How
have
far
a
was the
question?
body found from the location where he worked?
Ma'am, did you have a question?
When do police think he died?
That all remains to be seen, right? So our reality is that we found that body at 7:45 and it's 10:25 now. So there continues to be a lot of work that needs to be done here at the scene with the medical examiner's office. So there's a much more follow-up to what happened. But, sir, did you have
Who
a
found
question?
him? Any indication that he had an accomplice, and how was he found?
I won't be able to answer either one of those questions at this point. Accomplices and things of that nature, we've had no indication of that since the very beginning. But as we've talked about before, these next steps are going to gives us an opportunity to do things as fast as we can in the sense that we want to provide closure and information, but also slow things down a little bit because we need to look at video evidence, we need to look at the various pieces of technology that are in play here, in hopes that gives us some additional information around some of the things that you're going to.
Can you share the reaction
Yes,
from
ma'am.
family members, please?
We understand that he was found at a recycling center where he had previously worked. Can you help us understand more? Had you searched previously this recycling center and not found anything? And in addition to that, we understand that possibly he may have recently been fired from this recycling center. Can you confirm that?
Yeah, I'm happy to take a look at that information in hopes that I can get that back to you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. That remains to be seen. Again, we have attorney generals that we need to work with and other individuals that are in play here. I'm going to take a couple more questions.
Has it been previously
Again, with the
searched
mindset
the
that it's 10 o'clock tonight, and we do want to come back tomorrow morning.
Had the recycling center
Right now.
previously been searched?
Shelter in place this afternoon. So by this afternoon, were you just looking for remains, or how did you make that decision to lift the shelter in place?
Yeah, sure. So I think that that was an ongoing conversation since the minute we actually put that in place. We knew that that was an important decision. Certainly from our perspective, it made complete sense to put that order in place immediately based on the violent nature and the traumatic nature of these crimes. And as things progressed over the next few days, since Wednesday to now, we've had a lot of conversations with various town and city leadership, with the governor's office, with Chief St. Pierre, with business owners, with residents, and we have to have that balancing act of pluses and minuses. And we had that initial surge with those communities, and those communities made perfect sense for an order. And as things tended to slow down, we didn't have any immediate threats, we made the decision to back off that. I would also just want to mention this because a fellow commissioner had asked me to do this, and I could walk out of here forgetting it, but Commissioner Camuso said that, and passed along, that actually that hunting restriction has been lifted as well. So the resident hunting opportunity for tomorrow is open across the state of Maine to include those 4 communities. So a lot of phone calls that she would receive around that. But right here, ma'am?
There are reports that he was found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Can you confirm that?
Yes, I can confirm that. It's an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Yes. I'm sorry, I just wanted to follow up. You searched that area before, as I understand it. Can you explain why he was only found this other time to search this area?
I didn't state that we searched that area.
The chief from the Lisbon Police Department is here, sir.
Our reporting says that you searched this area before.
Okay.
So just to follow
I was there yesterday when they were searching, sir.
As we have stated in the past, we try to use information that we can confirm one way or the other. So your reporting can say something one way or the other, and that's fine. We can talk about that again tomorrow morning, but I think we're done taking questions for this evening. Thank you very much for your patience.
What have been the family's first reactions upon hearing the news?
Okay, we're all set. We're all done. 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can go talk to him outside.
Folks, again, that is it. Good evening, everybody. There's going to be an onslaught of people. Folks, it is Juan. We'll be here tomorrow at 10. Why not? We're in town. Thank you for all the stars tonight, folks. I think we'll come tomorrow, see what other details we can get. I'm going to check out. It's very possible I may take a ride by the area where he was supposedly found. But again, I want to thank Team Juan members, David, Ann, and Robin. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We have a lot of new people that are subscribing. And also, thank you, everybody, for the stars tonight. So, again, I think there's still a lot of questions here regarding if someone reported that they had searched that area and they didn't find him, and then suddenly they search it again. I don't understand that one. But again, folks, thank you, everybody. Stay tuned. Let me see what the situation's like outside. Either that, or we'll definitely be back at 10 tomorrow. But I want to just show you what the room is like. We'll just come around. So, folks, you can see this is what is behind Juan. Thank you again for all the stars, everybody. Yes, folks, this is the bank of cameras that is behind us. And we're going to let them do the thing. All right. This is pretty hectic here. Again, folks, you've been watching. Thank you, everybody, all the stars. You've been watching On the Scene live stream.